Welcome to the Handy-Capable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Welcome back again, and just know we have the key to language cover, but if you're brand new, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you have a good snack and everything before we start. But with the language cover, I know sometimes when people are reading messages and screenshots where the receipts slash evidence of what some of the YouTubers provide, sometimes we're like, no, I want to know exactly. So, yeah, I'm a nerd. So, yeah, I created a key. So it's like, in a way, it's to be petty and a little comical. And at the same time, it's kind of like, why not? It's like, add a little splash to everything. So, but okay. Also, if you're back, you already know about the monster scale. And so while you listen to the video, listen and read the screenshots, you guys are going to be able to, in the description bar, tell me 1 through 6 what kind of monster you think this person is. So it's 1 through 6. 1 is the lowest, 6 is the whew. And if you want to give someone some extra credit, oh yeah, then we're really going to need to talk about that in the description. And oh, if you didn't notice in the key before, there's an added one. It's the horn. And yeah, again, I'm a nerd. I was trying to do a play on words. So if you add horn plus Y, yeah, that's the word. That's the word. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. But the other game that we play, yeah, the other game is 3 before and 3 after. So I'm gonna show you the person's picture or pictures, depending on the person's profile. And before I start talking and explaining and showing the receipts and everything and evidence, you guys are going to be able to write down 3 words that you think portrays this person. And then after, I'll do a reminder, I promise. Then you're going to be able to write down 3 words that describe them after. So it's kind of like a first date. Like if the person walked up to the table, what do you think before? And then after the date is over, when you're getting in your car, are you putting the key in like, okay, let me get the crap out of here? Oh my gosh. It's like, is he following me? Okay, yeah. It's like, let's block his number. Like, what are you thinking at the end? So, but I thought both the Rate the Monster and Before and After would be at least some interesting and fun engagement activities because I know at least most people have had bad dates, or people have had relationships where they're just like, how in the world did I get here? And at the end of the episode, I am going to talk about that too. Yeah, let's just say I linked some of my podcast episodes that you guys can listen to, and I mentioned both Mr. Lockakey and Mr. No Heart. And yeah, it gets interesting. So, but anyways, okay, you can pause right now to get a snack, get a drink, and everything. But we're gonna start right now. And I know some of my returning people are gonna be kind of like, hold up, wait a minute. He has no face. I know. It's like I wanted to show his face, but this is an interesting episode right here. This this gentleman is in the army, and I have met some pretty awful guys who serve, like, cuz and the thing is, I appreciate and love and adore people who are brave enough to serve this country. But then when it comes to dating, wow. Yeah, there's quite a few veterans who They forget they're married and they still try to call and text and interact with me. Yeah. So yeah, let's just say, yeah, um, it's like I appreciate and love how they serve this country, but yeah, dating wise, mm-mm. And you're gonna learn in a minute why I did talk to him, because like I have no problem being friends with people who are serving or veterans and everything. I've just, yeah, let's just say with my podcast episodes, within the next month or two, I can do a whole month's worth of episodes about some of the gentlemen I met, especially the ones that were married, and especially the one who, when he first answered the phone or my phone call, he yelled out, "Wow, thank God you talk white." Yeah, but anyways, okay. So this is so that just know that's why you don't see his face, and why in all of the screenshots I made sure to hide his image. It was for the army. It was not for him. But he has a couple pictures, and so see, this is him with a suit. So it might be harder to judge this time, but as you can tell with the pictures, he has some muscles on him. So, I mean, he's in good shape. And it's like with the last picture, it's like, yeah, he's in. See, and this is proof that he is in the army. But yeah, like I said, I did not want to cover his face, but and that's one reason why this episode is later than I thought it was going to be, because I kept debating. Is because I did not want to hide his face, because after what he did and said, I'm totally disgusted. And at the same time, he wrote me. He tried to get, like, he tried to interact, or I won't say get with, or, well, no, well, okay, at first he tried to get my attention. So, but yeah, on the dating app, it said it's like most compatible. And with this app, you don't get that every day. And so it's like I saw it, but I didn't, because I think I saw his profile, but I noticed something. And so I didn't interact with him. But I mean, but I will say, it's like, see, but I did look at his profile, because the app was right. There were some things that they noticed that I would probably find amusing, because even I love artwork. I love museums and exhibits and learning new things. I'm a sapiosexual, so it's like, and sapiosexual is like people who are like, they love knowledge and like deep conversations with people. And like I can watch documentaries, or actually this past weekend I watched documentaries throughout most majority of the weekend. And oh, also the new One Piece, which on the Handicapable Nerd channel, I'm probably going to summarize and talk about my viewpoints with it. But yeah, it's like I thought this was really cute. And then it's like I also thought this was really kind of interesting in a way, because I was just like, huh, okay, you're in the army, but these are the three things. I mean, and I know he's kind of kidding, but I thought, like, or especially the sleep so hard, time simply warps. Um, with, or if you listen to my podcast, like if you know about my disability, there were times where it's like just to forget about the pain, just trying to go to sleep, to try to just make time go by. So I could kind of relate to that one a little bit. And yeah, it's like, oh, I'm going to be talking about some of the documentaries that I watched, because Hooey. Politically, it was giving me more evidence than you'd ever believe. But there was a red flag that I noticed. Yeah, because yeah, monogamy, cool. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Long term, but he's open to short. I'm like, yeah, it's like a lot of these guys on these dating apps, and yeah, and then he knows two languages. It's like I love that. It's like I wish I was fluent in another language. I couldn't. I did not like my Spanish teacher, so yeah, that was a flop. But I do know some American Sign Language, and I really want to learn Japanese. And so, but oh, and so he's a combat medic. Oh yeah, I don't have a problem saying what position. And then yeah, he went to Eastern Michigan University, so he's educated. He has a degree. That's amazing. And then combat medic. It's like I appreciate those who are brave enough to serve this country and everything. It's just the ones that say they're attracted to me decide to treat me like dirt. So yeah, but anyway, there was a huge red flag, and that red flag was the age. The age. 22. It's like when I saw that, yeah, I just kind of had a face like, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move on because, yeah, we we're not gonna be compatible whatsoever. It's like you might still be trying. I mean, I doubt he'll be talking about Hannah Montana, but he was probably in diapers during Hannah Montana. So, yeah, yeah, that's a no. That's a no. And again, when it came to instead of grabbing drinks question, which another thing, I don't drink. And so I changed the question because, yeah, I don't like, well, I'm stubborn and I like to follow directions, but sometimes I feel so restricted with some of these dating app things. So I'm like, you know what? I changed it. And so you can see how I changed it. And the thing is, he responded to me. And this is proof right here. Wednesday, August 9th at 9:16 p.m. He wrote and answered me. And he answered, if you got sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, what you do. And yeah, his answer was pretty interesting because wiped out every corrupt politician, banker, investor, and corporate big cat in the most inhumane. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, hmm, I, I, I didn't expect that, but he's probably yeah. That's probably gonna be without the possibility of yeah, yeah. So good answer, and that did kind of get my interest a little bit because I'm just like, you know what? If nothing else, he would be pretty cool probably to at least have brunch with or just a bookstore. I don't know. It's like I said, I'm a sapiosexual, and with that answer and everything, I was just like, you know what? Why not at least talk? We can chit chat. There's been quite a few guys on the app where I tell them up front, like, okay, like, I see why you wrote me, but I see we're not compatible dating wise. But if you still want to chat or even just meet up for lunch as friends, I was like, I'm always looking for new friends. Oh, yeah. I think I might have to stop doing that. And you're gonna find out in later videos, but it's I mean, yeah, when you get older, it's harder to make new friends. So it's like, and I thought other people would want to get to know or meet new people, and it actually like can be a platonic thing. But anyways, like yeah, I don't know if you started reading the first screen or not, but I asked him, like, well, yeah, basically, you can read how things started off if you need to pause it if you haven't read it yet. But as like I started talking about some of the issues within our country, and if you know the last episode that I did, where that one guy told me that I'm a little girl because I don't know what's going on in this country right now, and I'm so stuck up that I'm drowning in the rain and stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you got issues. But then the conversation continued, and it's like, well, the conversation continued and it seemed to go pretty well. So I was kind of excited because I'm like, wow, okay, he's pretty smart, and it just seems like he's very goal oriented. And but at the same time, since he's in the army, I'm not gonna say everything, but there were some times where he was having really rough days with the missions or with the projects he was working on. And he was telling me a little bit about it and how he just couldn't wait for that week to be over. And sometimes he just kind of needed someone to just say, okay, baby, it's going to be okay. Just keep going, chin up. It's like, see, we're already on Tuesday. Okay, we're on Wednesday. So it was just to the point where he just needed someone to talk to. And I was kind of excited because I'm just like, you know what? It feels good when I get to cheer someone else on. I can motivate someone else because, especially this part in my life, I'm, well, yeah, I'm motivating myself, but it's like I know how hard it is to try new things and new ventures and like new projects. If you guys have watched my previous episodes, you will see and notice that I'm publishing my own children's books. I'm working on my novel, well, my first novel, because I have two other novels being worked on right now, or I'm writing and working on them, but yeah, they're a work in progress. And then I have my podcast, which I have episodes, screenshots at the end, and it's just I'm trying to do my best. And so when it comes to like other people telling me that they're trying something new and they're nervous or something's really hard or something's really got them down and they're having a hard time, I I just try to, just say, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I got you. Let's just talk. If you need to vent, it's like, you want to play with some of your favorite music? Did you grab some of your favorite food for the day? It's like since he's like, I don't know if guys do it too, but I mean, do you have some like scented candles that you can light around the house, like put you just like in a better mellow mood and everything. So, but I try to be a motivator. I try to, so, and that's exactly what I was doing with him. I like throughout the week when he would message me about how hard the week was or how hard the project that he was working on was. I would just be like, "Don't worry, you got this. Keep going. It's like you're so close." And I think that's one reason why maybe the app, which is like I was doing research on it and they were saying like this kind of theory on how they do their matchmaking. And so I was like, I might do an episode about the theory that they base it on. But I see that he is very dedicated and I see that, well, I see some of the good qualities in him, but things kind of changed because yeah, he starts asking me some interesting questions. And yeah, you see the new symbol, yeah, it's on the screen. Again, it's horn plus y, that's what it means. And yeah, you see our cute little astronaut dog again, so yeah, use that word. So yeah, that one was used a lot last episode. That was that was copy and paste all over the place with that one. But yeah, especially when he was trying to like just inform me how things are on dating apps. And as I will get to that in a second, but yeah, it's like you can take a read if you want. But yeah, it's basically him saying it's been quiet, nobody relationship worthy just yet. And but part of me is just like, okay, like you should spend some time talking to the ladies that you can find that are relationship worthy, or maybe try a different dating app. Like sometimes you were just kind of confusing me because again, I already know we're not in the like age wise, that was a red flag for me. That's why I did not write him. And he wrote me. But I thought maybe just conversation because of the age difference. So, yeah, when it comes to what comes next, I just want to say let's buckle up, Buttercup, because he he got me a little speechless. He just got me a little speechless because yeah, because he had the whole thing about the horn, the topic about the horn, and that's why most of the men are. And yeah, that is a lot of the guys on the site, and it's like, oh, if you guys have watched episode 2 of the podcast, The Chef, yeah, watch that one. I highly suggest. Actually, it's like I might try to add that to the end as well because, yeah, you guys, so you have to be 18 and up to watch that one, but you need to watch what happens when I decline his horizontal tango pursuit. So, but yeah, it's like, because he's asking me what are my issues or what do I deal with the dating app, and so I give him, a nice hefty list, including how some guys they're looking for a mother figure, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll adopt, I'm good, nope, nope, stay, go call your mommy, go call grandma, go volunteer at a senior citizen home, yeah. And so things get a little bit interesting and everything because all of a sudden, like, it just slowly started changing to the point where it's like I try to give him my honest opinion and I can kind of notice how when he says life's fast, but it wouldn't hurt to share an evening with you. Life's fast, but it wouldn't hurt to share an evening with you. And this is right after he just told me how most of the people on this dating app are just on for one thing, and the very thing he's trying to, have a one evening with me. And yeah, I jumbled my words right there. It's like, but I don't know, I'm still, it's like some men wonder why I'm single, and some men wonder why I don't just jump or I'm not just so excited when a guy says he's interested in me because ah, most of them are not really interested in me. They're only interested in dot dot dot. So, if you guys have listened to previous episodes, you will already know what this guy wants. And oh, that reminds me, I know I'm still kind of new to the YouTube game, so I'm probably going to be reproducing some of these past episodes again as a I've learned some lessons. But anyway, I'm tired of men who think so little of me. I'm tired of men who basically just want me over for one thing, and men who say that I can just take care of their children or that it's not a big deal if I'm not a mom. I should be thankful because now I can take care of them and their children. But then at the same time, some of these men tell me their children were mistakes. Okay, but then that makes me think if I ever had a child with you, you would basically tell me our child was a mistake. And are you going to treat that child like they were a mistake? But yeah, because then now it gets even more interesting because, yeah, I would rather you have gotten sore because of me. But then I told him I would rather not waste my time. And then this is when he showed his true colors. Like you aren't wasting your time already. And I say, I'm wasting my time writing you. Thanks for letting me know. I mean, you're wasting time in general. You're middle aged and single. So that's wasting time? Sure. It's like, what? Okay, sure. Wow, great answer is what I say because it's like, and just know I'm not going to read this dribble garbage, like egotistical mess right here because I'm a grown woman and I know what I want. And I don't want the type of imbecile who thinks women are only good for one thing, who only wants me to come over and hang out for one thing. I am more than that. And so he's got me like just ill. That's all I have to say is just ill. This fool wrote me. He decided to write a woman my age. It's like, if he's so amazing, it's like, shouldn't he be finding amazing 22, 23-year-old women? Shouldn't 22 or 23-year-old women be like so excited and happy after talking to him? Like, why doesn't he have a date that weekend or that night or throughout the week? Shouldn't he be busy talking to other women? Why is he writing me almost every single day that week? Literally, for no, actually, it was a little over a week. I think it was 9 days. It's like I was his cheerleader for over a week, but then he decided to play that side. But really, really. So it just, I'm not going to be that desperate. I refuse to be that desperate. And you guys can see these are some of my podcast episodes where I talk and tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth about this guy, or about, well, Mr. Lockakey and Mr. No Heart, two gentlemen that I dated, one for 5 years, one for 7, and I wish I didn't wait. I wasted my time, but a lot of guys who, when they saw me walking, they said, "Okay, you're amazing, but I would be embarrassed to walk around with you. So why don't you go to the hospital and get yourself fixed?" Or, oh, it's like, I want to make sure I don't have kids that end up walking like you. And I'm gonna have another IQ episode on that. As like I keep saying, I'm gonna have more and more episodes, but trying to publish as I got 4 more children's books, including one of the ones in the slide, Princess London, and then I have my novel, and then I have the podcast and everything like that. But now it's time to write your 3 words after. So make sure you put in the description, please. Please put in the description. I know we all want to know and see what you guys think. And also, what are you gonna rate them on the monster scale? How would you rate the monster?
It's like,
please don't be shy.
I know what I'm gonna rate them,
just
but first I want to see what you guys think.
But you guys
What
are
are you
amazing.
gonna rate them on the monster scale?
And it's like, check out the last couple slides because
I know what I'm gonna rate them.
I
but
show
first I want to see,
the new novel that will be coming out really soon. And then I also have some of my products and everything I'm so excited about. So I'll check you guys out later.
Welcome to the Handicapable
just
my
view of
throne
humanity
room.
is a whole
My view of humanity is a
I'll check
whole
you guys
new
out
tea.
later.
Welcome